Mount Vernon Middle School, parents and students, this is Mr. Williams. Happy Saturday to you, November 14th. Yes, indeed, we are the Fighting Marauders. We were so proud to have so many of our veterans, active service personnel in the U.S. military join us this past Wednesday for Veterans Day. We want to thank our community members that also appeared. And once again, special thanks to our MVMS band, choir, and NJHS. It was a wonderful day here at Mount Vernon Middle School. So I gave a little short history lesson in our three different Veterans Day ceremonies. What if you were born in the year 1900? And I began reflecting upon this a few weeks ago, considering all the conversations about how difficult 2020 has been. So consider if you were born in the year 1900, 1900, what were some of the obstacles and opportunities you would face? Think about it. If you were born in 1900, World War I began in 1917 for the United States. So you might be a 17-year-old boy that is drafted in the army, going to war in Europe and fighting. Or maybe you're a nurse sent there to help out in the U.S. involvement in World War I. And then at the end of World War I comes the Spanish influenza, a great global pandemic that kills millions upon millions of people. And then, of course, in your 20s, that you see the roaring 20s. But yet there are many obstacles. Segregation and Jim Crow laws discriminate against so many Americans. And then the stock market crashes in the year 1929, leading to the Great Depression in the 1930s, with about 25% of the American population unemployed. And then, of course, World War II starts. The whole world, once again, is at war. And the U.S. gets involved in 1941. We win in 1945. And then, after the war, we're still facing so many obstacles. Once again, segregation and Jim Crow laws continue. The Cold War begins to amp up. Then the Korean War. Then the Vietnam War. Leading into the 1960s, with segregation still continuing, our American citizens respond with the civil rights movement and, of course, responding for rights for women as well. Through all of this, being born in the year 1900, America emerges as the world's sole superpower. Think about this, and I hope you draw inspiration from this, that out of many obstacles, many challenges, we can rise above today's challenges as well. America has a great and rich history of strong people who are willing to be courageous in difficult times, and I am confident we can do the same here in the year 2020. So, parents and students, I do want you to know that we are monitoring, obviously, the rising cases of COVID in the state of Indiana, as well as in Hancock County. In the case of closing school or limiting the student population here in the building due to COVID-19, we do have emergency plans in place, either for a hybrid schedule or an all virtual schedule. And parents and students, please stand by if that may change in the near future. Once again, parents, this is the number one strategy involved here, as far as if your child has any symptoms, please keep them home. That is so very critical, and we appreciate this. We want to keep school open. We want to keep the games going this winter. We want to keep our band and choir concerts performing. We want to keep our clubs performing. And number one, I feel that it is so important for our students' social and emotional health that we keep school open. So with that being said, be strong, be courageous, be a marauder, and enjoy your weekend.